Unexpected view of a nice lake. Normally the lakes down here are full of salt and dried up. Do you know what that lake's called, Matt?
No, but no, I didn't realise it was going to pass one.
So I just did a little search, but that lake is called Lake Hamilton. So we've just pulled up, just across from the lake, up a little bit. We have found this point of interest. It's the Lake Hamilton Eating House, old historic building. Speedy Gonzales nearly took us straight past it. There is enough parking area at the front. You could probably fit 1 or 2 vans. So this was constructed in 1851 to 1857 by the people who bought the Shringa Run. Have a little look, see if we can see in the windows. So in actual fact, you don't need to look through the windows because the door is actually open and you're able to come inside. It's a small little donation thing here. If you appreciate this building, you can make a donation to the restoration project. So this is the main living room. Big fireplace. Beautiful stone flagstone floor. Just over here there's a table that has a visitor's book on that you can leave your comments. Very thick walls and it's quite cool in here. Although in the heat of summer, I don't know, the ceilings don't have any lining on them, so whether or not they couldn't afford the materials or get materials back in those days, but it seems funny that they have these really thick walls to keep things cool. But heat would come through that metal roof. So that's the 2 front rooms, and then there's the back door. And then they have 2 smaller little rooms either side. Tree limbs for rafters. I guess they used what they could back then. Very interesting place. This reminds me, when I was young, I did a working holiday over in England and Scotland, Europe, and I worked for a time in the Scottish Highlands and stayed in a little white Scottish bothy, and this is just what this little place reminds me of. I guess all the immigrants that came over built along the lines that what they were used to. Larry seems to think years ago that these ceilings may have been lined with hessian, but obviously if they were, it's not here now. I think it's quite worth putting in a donation because it's lovely to see that they can keep these old buildings around for future heritage and for the younger generation to come and have a look at. So just coming around the back, it's a beautiful shady tree here that I'm standing under. And they also have a little picnic table. So if you're coming past lunchtime or morning tea time, you'd be able to sit here and just enjoy the outlook. It's the back of the building. It's very tranquil. There's a little dry stone wall there. Looks like it's falling down. Might need a bit of work on it. So as you can see, our van is just here and there's still room for another one to pull in. So yes, well worth a stop. Put this little one on your list. Lake Hamilton Eating House. Road, Flinders Highway, I think we are, on the road to Elliston. Right, just coming up to our turn off now to head down to Walker's Rocks. Can't remember how many kilometres they said it was down here. 3. Was it?
Rocks, campground. Osprey.
We're Osprey. So there's loads of garbage bins here. So this is the road we take down to Osprey Nest Campground. Now from memory, I think there's only about 5 sites down here, so it shouldn't be too busy. Need to book these online. Well, this looks really lovely. It's a bit of a steep climb up from the track to the beach. So we're all set up at camp now, just tucked into this little bay. There's a track over yonder to get over to the beach. It's a bit steep for me though, so we've decided we're going to take the car down on the beach. We've blown up the paddle boards, and if it's okay, we shall go for a kayak. Experience 4x4 only. Looks a bit soft. So we made it down to the beach just. Larry ended up putting the tyres down while we got on the beach because we were a bit soft here, just ready for us to get back off the beach later. We're going to have a go at kayaking. There's a little island over there. Just coming into the information centre. At the information centre here you are able to purchase water if you require it. So just come into the information centre. Down one end they have the town library. Hello.
Hey.
So if you're in Elliston on a Saturday, you can come to this little stall right next to the pharmacy and buy fresh bread. Unfortunately, today is Tuesday. Down into Waterloo Bay, back towards the jetty. This section of the foreshore is lovely and green. There's a little cold water shower here. Also a foot tap at the bottom, and I just realised you can get some water here after we paid for it at the information centre. Not drinking water though, I shouldn't imagine. So we're just at Little Bay Surf Break. Not too sure who will be keen enough to come and surf here. This is the cliff. You've got to get down to go. Halfway down. How you get down them carrying your surfboard, I've no idea. Definitely not for the faint-hearted.
Just pulled up at the Colton Bakery on the side of the road as we're heading up toward Talia Caves. It's a family-run business by Mark and Karina Reynolds. They have sticky date buns, rolls, multigrain loaves, white loaves. It's just a little roadside store. They've got their own ovens. They cook daily, and it's not open Wednesdays, I don't think. Sticky fruit buns. All packed $10.
Join us in the next episode where we carry on to Talia Caves, where we show you the Woolshed Cave and the rock pools.